Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this week's video, I'm going to be talking about freshman tips for Baruch College. I'm wearing my merch, as you can see. Literally the only merch I have other than like a water bottle. I have a list of tips on my phone to share with you guys and some things I wish that I knew before going to Baruch. I got so much good feedback on my last video on Baruch, like the tea on Baruch. A lot of you reached out to me on Instagram to ask questions and I was happy to answer them. It was really cool. So if you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram or comment down below so that other people can see and it can help them out too. If you like these college videos, I have a few playlists on my channel. I have a playlist on college videos and on college week in my life videos, just to see like the lifestyle and kind of like the social scene. I have week in my life so you can see what like a day-to-day is, and just random college videos and the other playlists. So I'll link those down below if that's how you do it. I don't know. So yeah, let's just get into the tips. My first tip is to join clubs. Joining clubs will help you make a network with like-minded individuals and people that are into the same things as you, same major, that can give you advice on that career. It's also great for just exploring what you want to do, just like joining a few clubs and seeing, hey, do I like this more, to help decide. If you don't know what you want to do yet, it can really help. And if you join a club early enough, then eventually you can earn a position in it, like vice president, treasurer, something like that, which will be great on a resume. I wish that I joined a club sooner. I was always hanging out in the Hillel room, but I was never really like a part of it. I wasn't really a part of any other club. And then sophomore year, I joined Wall Street Club, and Encounters and just the creative clubs, and just it's fun to join clubs and find people that you like to be friends with. It's a commuter school, so clubs also really help you make friends. My second tip is to make a schedule that isn't every day of the week. When you're making your college schedule, I would say leave at least like 2 days blank or have a lot of night classes on those days. If you're looking for a job, most of the time, if it's an internship, it's going to require a certain amount of hours a week. So if you have classes during the day, like 4 days a week or every day of the week, you're not going to be able to work during the work hours. So I would say try to make night classes or have like 2 or 3 days where your classes are like packed, or take hybrids, which is like 1 class a week and then the rest is online. Those are really great too. When I was a freshman coming in, they make your schedule for you, and I had classes 4 days a week. I had them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, so I only had Thursdays free, and it was all during the day, which was no fun. But being a sophomore, I realized that if I want to get an internship, I need to make my schedule better. Find good professors, but also good times. They're both equally as important. You just have to decide which is better for you. Use the website freecollegeschedulemaker.com. It'll show you like in colors, you can color block all the classes and just plan out your schedule before you register. I use it all the time, so do all of my friends, so definitely use that. My third tip is to talk to upperclassmen about what classes to take and what professors to take. Advisors really don't know that much from my experience. It's better to ask upperclassmen that are in your major because they've been through it. They know what professors to take and what classes to take when. Sometimes it'll be better to take a certain class before another because it'll help you in the other class, you know what I mean? So they can tell you when to take which classes so that you graduate on time, or so that you already know a lot of knowledge for the next class, or prereqs and everything like that. I would definitely ask upperclassmen. If you're part of a club, just ask the upperclassmen there and be like, hey, what professor should I take? What class should I take? It's really great to ask them about professors because rate my professor can sometimes be wrong. I've heard a lot of times how students rate professors bad on purpose so that not a lot of people register for that class, so it'll have more space. So it's not always accurate. So I'd say go by word of mouth rather than rate my professor. My fourth tip is use Google Calendar. Google Calendar has saved my life. I did not use it freshman year, but I started using it sophomore year, and I'll put an example of like a makeshift one. These are not my classes, this is not my work schedule, but this is like something that I would make for myself. When you make a Google Calendar, it connects to your phone, so your phone will alert you, like if you put in Google Calendar, study at 1 o'clock, your phone will remind you at like 12:30 that you have to study at 1 o'clock. And it's really great to see how much free time you really have to fill with either relaxing or things that you really needed to get done. You'll see that you can get a lot done in a day and help you plan out your activities, and your life pretty much. It just really helps in being more productive and optimizing your time. My 5th tip is work as little as possible your first semester of freshman year. I wish I knew this before coming in as a freshman, because I got a job straight away coming into school. I got a retail job because I was like, I need to have a job. Like, I've always had a job, like why not have a job? This doesn't apply to people who need to work to pay their tuition. For you, I get it. Like, those people are so hardworking. Keep doing you. That's amazing. For me, for example, like my tuition is paid by my parents and loans, so I'm not paying my own tuition. I just have always worked to pay for myself and pay for like food and, you know, shopping and just things that make me live the lifestyle I want to live. I didn't need to work as much as I was. I wish I worked like once or twice a week, but I worked a lot and it really interfered with my studies and my GPA went down. So yeah, work as little as possible first semester freshman year, because that semester is so important. It will set your GPA for a while. Your first semester is very important. My 6th tip is keep the door open to your room for the first few weeks of moving into the dorms. Obviously don't keep it open when you're not there, when you're asleep, but when you're in the room, keep the door open. This is great for making friends. I actually met my boyfriend that way. People want to come into your room and make friends with you. Everyone wants to make friends coming to college, so having your door open is just like, hey, we're here, we're open to making friends, come on in. My 7th is very important. Limit going out. Yes, you're in college, yes, you want to have fun, but really limit how much you go out, because 1, you're gonna get the freshman plague, and 2, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna get sick. You're in New York. If you're intoxicated and you go on a train and you like touch the railing, then touch like your face, you are going to get sick. Also, alcohol really damages your immune system, so you're going to get sick. And being in a dorm building where everyone's touching the elevators or doors, you're gonna get sick. So don't go out a lot, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't do that. Do things like in your dorm that are fun, or like go to dinner, or do fun things like that. But if you want to party all the time, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna gain weight. Alcohol is very fattening, just remember that. If you want to be a fit queen, don't go out a lot. Number 8, super important, don't juul. It is not cool to juul or vape or anything of the sort. There's a lot of peer pressure to do that, but it doesn't make you cool and you don't need to do it. It's bad for your body. It costs a lot to maintain a nicotine addiction, so I wouldn't do that to your wallet. Yeah, it's an addiction, it's normal fixation. Don't get into it, it's not worth it. I'm just giving you that advice now because everyone does it, but don't fall into the trap. Tip number 9 is look for internships anywhere to build up your resume. It doesn't have to do with your major. If it's an internship, take it. If you get an offer for an internship and it doesn't have to do with your major, you're lucky, you got an internship, take it. If you're looking for a job and you're going straight to retail because you're like, hey, I'm just a sophomore, I can't get anything, just apply anyway. Apply to like hundreds, 200s of internships and you'll eventually get one. And my last tip is use your school's resources. I've used a good amount of the school's resources and I'm gonna tell you a few. First one is SAC. SAC is the tutoring center at Baruch, and I used it so much throughout my college experience so far. Even if I just fell a little bit behind in a class, if I like missed a day, I would go to SAC like the next day and find a tutor and just go over what I missed the last day. Even if I could do it on my own, I know I wouldn't, so I know going to SAC would just help me with that. It's a hit or miss with tutors there. A lot of them are students, so a lot of them don't know too much and just want to get paid. I know a good amount of good tutors. I've had tutors in algebra, pre-calc, calc, microeconomics, law, you name it. If any of those classes sound like something that you're going to be enrolled in and you think you're going to need a tutor, comment down below. I'll recommend great tutors to you. I'm not going to say which ones to avoid because I don't want to, like, you know, screw anyone over, but I'll tell you which ones are good. Another resource is the counseling center. I never did therapy or anything like that, but there came a point last semester where I was like, I kind of feel like I should be seeing a therapist, but I didn't have like the resources to get one. But at Baruch, the counseling center is free. You don't need to show like proof of insurance or anything. You just meet with a counselor, talk about your life, and they help you out. You see which counselor fits you best, and you can go once a week, maybe twice a week, whatever the availability is. Make a schedule, and yeah, it's a great resource if you don't have any outside resource, or if you don't have insurance or anything like that. It's like free therapy. It's great. So those were all my freshman tips I have for you guys. If you have any questions or have any more tips for others, comment down below. I hope you guys are staying safe, stay inside, and yeah, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot and help me keep making these videos for you guys. So yeah, as always, have a nice day.